My dear US NRIs, did you know that your health saving account could become a tax headache when you move back to India? Today, we are breaking down everything you need to know about HSAs as a returning NRI, and trust me, this information could save you thousands of dollars. Before we dive into the complexities, let me start with the fundamentals. A health saving account isn't just another medical savings account, it's actually one of the most powerful tax advantage tools in the US healthcare system. Think of it as a specialized savings account that specifically is designed to help you manage and pay medical expenses, with some incredible tax benefits thrown in. Let's talk about who can actually get their hands on an HSA. There are 3 non-negotiable requirements for you to be met. Number 1, and this is absolutely crucial, you must be enrolled in what's called as a High Deductible Health Plan or HDHP. For 2024, this means your health plan needs to have a minimum deductible of $1,600 if you are on an individual plan and $3,200 if you are on a family coverage. The second requirement is that you can't have any other health coverage, including Medicare. And the third is that you can't be listed as a dependent on somebody else's tax returns. If you meet all these criteria, congratulations, you are eligible for an HSA. Now, let's get into the numbers that really matter. How much can you actually put into an HSA? For 2024, if you are an individual on an individual plan, you can contribute up to $4,150. If you got a family coverage, then the limit jumps to $8,300, and there's a special bonus for those who are above the age of 55. You can put in an additional $1,000 above these limits. But here's something crucial that many people miss. These limits include both your contribution and anything that your employer puts in. That is different from your 401k, where employer contributions don't count towards your personal limits. Here's where HSAs get really exciting. They come up with something called as triple tax benefit. First is every dollar you contribute reduces your taxable income. Second, all the growth in your account, whether it's from interest, dividends, or investment gains, it is completely tax-free. And third, when you use the money for qualified medical expenses, you don't pay a single penny in taxes. It's like getting a discount on all your healthcare expenses. One of the best things about HSAs is their flexibility. Unlike flexible spending accounts where you have to use the money within a year or lose it, HSA funds roll over indefinitely. There's no pressure to spend the money. You can let it grow for years, even decades, and use it whenever you need it. But here's where things get tricky for returning NRIs. Yes, you can use your HSA funds for medical expenses in India, but there are some important catches you need to know about. You will need to keep meticulous records of all the expenses, convert them to US dollars, and maintain proper documentations of all the medical expenses and payments. It's not impossible, but it requires careful attention to details. Now, let's tackle the big elephant in the room: tax implications in India. This is where many returning NRIs get caught off guard. While HSAs are a tax paradise in US, India views them very differently. Once you become a resident in India, you are required to report your HSA as a foreign account. And here's the kicker: any withdrawals, even for qualified medical expenses, might be treated as taxable income in India. If you are planning to return to India, you have got several options for managing your HSA. For US citizens, maintaining the account might make sense since you will need to file your US taxes anyways, and the funds could be valuable for future healthcare needs. If you are not a US citizen and are becoming an Indian resident, you might want to consider using up the funds for eligible expenses before leaving or withdrawing them during your non-resident period in India. There's also the option of keeping the account until you turn 65. After that age, you can withdraw funds for non-medical expenses without any penalty, though you'll still pay regular income tax. This could be particularly useful if you are planning to return to the US later or if you're expecting significant medical expenses in the future. Here's a crucial warning also. If you withdraw funds for non-medical expenses before the age of 65, you will get hit with a hefty 20% penalty plus income tax. After 65, you'll only pay the income tax portion, making it similar to a traditional IRA. So let me wrap this up with key takeaways. While HSAs offer incredible tax benefits for US-based individuals, returning NRIs need to plan it carefully. The key is understanding both US and India tax implications to make the most of these accounts and avoid any unexpected tax surprises. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more content specifically designed for US-based NRIs. Drop your questions in the comment below, and I am here to navigate you through these complex financial waters. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next. Thank you.